Mandalorian. I don't know what the little alien is. It is. I didn't even know they had that. Because everything got to be cute, marketable little creature. They movie would have been way better without those two. Yeah, I get that. Uh, the marketization. I don't know what the word is, but you know what I'm trying to say. They're trying to make it marketable. That's kind of just like the natural order of how things work now, and you can't really avoid that. But what I was about to say about Alien vs Predator Requiem, one thing I didn't like, or I didn't like a lot of things about it. The Pred Alien, why'd they change the color scheme? Just keep it the same color as all the other ones, but just add the tendrils and make it look bigger and scarier. That's what they did in the comics. And like I was saying about the issue with making an Aliens versus Predator or Aliens movie in modern times is because the weaponry would do nothing to them. It wouldn't help. Their exoskeleton is like steel. You need like crazy weaponry like they have in the future for that to work. One thing that did do good, the Wolf Predator is, in my opinion, the coolest on-screen Predator out of any of the live-action movies. His design is like fucking sick. His weaponry is crazy. I don't know.
We're moving, all right? And it's Tequila. You can call me Tequila.
Okay, so Tequila is her first name. Aguila is her last name.
I've placed an objective marker on your heads-up display.
Rookie, does she always drone on like that?
Yes. Why are you asking me questions when you know I'm not going to answer them? I'm mute. Yeah, at some point I might watch Predator Badlands just to see what people are talking about. And I still haven't seen what was the most recent Alien movie? I already forgot what it was called. I really haven't been paying attention because to me it's like this stuff already peaked, and it's like at this point it's just a cash grab, and I'm not really interested in participating in it. Like putting Predator Badlands in the future, they're at least at the very least getting closer to, hey, this is what it was supposed to be. And it's almost like they're trying to build a setup to reboot the Aliens vs Predator franchise in the future like it should have been in the first place. I don't know. I might be speculating a little bit too high level about it. Alien Romulus, yeah. I hear it was good, but there's a lot of stupid shit. I have a lot of catching up to do, that's all. Killer of Killers, the best Predator stuff that we've done in years. Okay. Isn't that the animated one? It's kind of like samurai-esque. I mean, shit. Yo, what the fuck? Why they got the matrix of leadership in this bitch? This isn't Transformers.
Excellent. Now you can reach the research lab. Hurry.
Let's go.
I mean, Predator peaked with the first movie. The second one's not nearly as good. It's definitely fun watch and interesting. Aliens... The Alien franchise peaked with the second one, and I just don't think it's ever gonna. There's no way it can reach that level ever again. because we don't have the filter like we used to. Everything had to be great. Not everything, but like most things had to be great back then for a studio to pick it up. And now it's kind of just like they're just desperate to keep their hold. Hollywood, I mean, desperate to keep their hold over entertainment because they're starting to realize that fucking $100 million budget isn't necessary to make a good movie anymore, and lower tier studios are making better shit than they are. And I think that's really what the thing is that Hollywood has completely changed. They got a Viking Predator, a Samurai Predator, and a Predator clan leader that has the coolest design ever. Really fuck with the idea, KF, seeing predators across seeing predators across the human history. Yeah, I can dig with that. The mystery of the Predator was the biggest part at first. Now we're lost in that. Yeah, I think that's a big issue too. Is that movies now try to over-explain things, where back in the day they never knew if they were going to get a sequel, so they just like left it up to our imaginations, and that almost added to it. We don't need to know every little thing. Like it almost like it the demystification of stories and media has almost turned it into like, I don't know, it's lessened the quality. The experience it's not an experience anymore. That's really what I'm trying to say.
We're nearly there. Research lab is through that archway. Let's move. Whoa. Look at the size of this place. No wonder they kept the colonists so far away. I guess this is where the trouble started.
Like, imagine if they explained every minute minute detail of the necromorphs from Dead Space that ruined the whole franchise, like even make it already ISM. Then. I don't think I understand that part, but I definitely agree. It's like some things don't need to be explained. Like that's one thing. Like we always come back to Halo somehow. What Halo 4 fucked up on is it over-explained and tried to demystify the Forerunners. Who fucking cares? They're an ancient race that made everything. That's all you need to know about them, and that their biggest enemy was the Flood. You don't need to know about their culture. You don't need to know about individuals in it. Like, it's stupid. Dumb with a capital D. Listen, I got fat fingers, but I can't type right. I get you, man. And I get the concept of where do you go from Halo 3, like, as far as making the new enemies. I don't know, but don't fucking make the Prometheans, because those sucked. That was a terrible fucking pivot enemy that isn't the Flood. The Flood is already the perfect enemy.
Our hunter friends must be losing their edge. Or perhaps luck has been on your side. My name is Carl Bishop Whalen, and this is my facility. All you have to do is leave, and I give you my word you will not be pursued. At least, not by any of my personnel.
I'll fuck him up.
Believe this guy.
I'll fuck you up too.
All of it.
It's on him. I concur. But I must stabilize you first, Corporal.
No arguments. If I'm gonna burst, then get me nice and close to that fucker.
Stay calm. High stress levels will only aggravate the parasite.
Whatever you say,
Through you, we're beginning to understand the complexity of your hive structure. Your hierarchy is as adaptive as your biology. A true meritocracy, where the lowest vassal can rise to rule.
Yeah, I mean, you just hit the nail on the head. The Forerunners are not meant to be a force that you contend with. You're supposed to learn about them gradually through little clues. I mean, that's the reason that they put the
dog's really messing with my
That's the reason they
guts.
put the terminals in Halo 3, so you can kind of learn about them. Like it's a mystery that you're unraveling over time instead of just let's smash them over the head with it, like which is what it ended up being, and that fucked it up. I don't know. Yeah. And the same thing with like the alien. You don't really need to know what its origins are for you to be able to appreciate the story about them. You don't need to go back in time. And then Ridley Scott being one of the most, in this regard, arrogant people that I've ever known to say, yeah, I have license to be able to completely unravel the story and explain it myself just because I directed the first movie. You didn't fucking write it. You directed it. And then you come out with Prometheus, which was indeed a fun movie. It was really stupid, but it was a fun movie. Tries to explain things and then somehow makes them even more convoluted. It's like, no, an android did not create the aliens that we know of them. They've existed for long enough for a space jockey to fossilize, which takes at least 100,000 years most of the time. So it's inferred that they were an ancient race that basically went extinct, except for a small pocket, went dormant for that amount of time, or beyond, and then the crew of the Nostromo stumbled upon it and revived it on accident. That's what it tells me. But then you get into the thing of how did the company know it was there? Well, my thing is they probably decoded the distress signal from the derelict ship. Not only that, there might have been other like archaeological indications that it was there. Anyway, Didact was admittedly a pretty cool character in the books. The Halo 4 fucked up over his character. He's kind of like a dark mirror Master Chief. It was cool to think the aliens is some kind of bioweapon. Yeah, I mean, that to me that's something that I definitely stand behind. If it's going to be anything, I'd say that they were a created organism from a million years ago. Like the space jockeys made them or something. But then in the comics, it's like, no, the space jockeys didn't make them. They're their rivals, essentially. But then it's just like, why did the space jockey bring the eggs? But then you start explaining like, no, it wasn't the space jockey that brought the eggs. He went to the alien planet or whatever.
Precious commodity.
Got infected. Alien chest burster broke out of him, developed into a queen alien and laid all those eggs and then died. That's the easiest explanation for it. Like maybe the space jockeys weren't the one that made them. Maybe it was like, say that there's two warring races from a million years ago, the space jockeys and someone else. Someone else made the aliens in order to combat the space jockeys' technological increase as far as warfare goes. I don't know. I mean, even the conversation we're having now, like we're kind of trying to over-explain it. It's like it's already a thing. Just let it exist.
Monorail terminus. Main
To say whatever the space jockey in the ship was the one who made them. Maybe he discovered them too and was transporting them. I wish these fucking studios would just remember that us asking these questions and theories was what made them cool and compelling. You fucking said it. That is what made the story cool in the first place, is that we sit here and talk about it. They don't need to fucking hammer it into our heads. Like, the details don't matter that much. It's not that deep. It's just like, the question is what's compelling, not the answer. Perfectly said. I have nothing to add on that. That's exactly as I could, at the highest level, think about it. Mystery is cool.